Hello again, guys. And in order for us to learn more about Google Docs first, let's click the Google Apps icon. Once you have opened your Gmail account, you can find it here that there are different menus. So let's click on Docs. So it's still loading. Okay. And then, so if you remember, we also can create a new Google Docs document by clicking this blank sheet. There are options like there's the essay template, the report, but for now, let's click on this. Okay, so you can click this. Now, if ever you have the recent documents, maybe you'd like to use your previous documents, you can click on the recent documents at the bottom if you have made any, right? So for now, let's click on blank document. Okay. And then remember, I taught you how to use the file name. So you just have to click on untitled document. And then, so let's say here, I'm going to create a resume. So the file name will be a resume or resume. Let's try that again. Okay. And then, so now you can see that it says their resume already. So let's try this. So let's say the person's name is Juan de la Cruz. And then his address is 23 Celery Drive. Let's say Marulas, Valenzuela City, 1440. Now, if ever I would like to add his job objective, so you can put here job objective, and aside from job objective, educational background, then the skills. Actually, you can have the skills too. And aside from the educational background, his affiliations or his school or organizations. If ever you have awards or recognitions, then you can put it here, right? So let's say I want to change. First, let's add the job objective. So let's say if you want to work in an IT firm and practice my web development skills. So, in other words, this person would like to be a web developer. Then let's say his skills will be PHP, CSS, cascading style sheets, HTML. Let's say he also knows ASP.NET, so on and so forth. Educational background. So this is when you can actually work with a table. So let's say for the table, I click insert table. Then I have to choose. So let's say something like this, 3 by 3. Okay. So I have to indicate. So let's say, excuse me. So his, so usually there's the college, right? And then there's the high school, and then there's the grade school if you like, no? But usually we just mention the college and the high school. So let's say first this is School years attended. Excuse me. So years attended, degree or level obtained. And let's say you're from Our Lady of Fatima University. Let's just try that again. Say years attended from 2021. This is just predicting, no? Let's say you've graduated by 2025. So this is BSIT, or to make it formal, information technology. And then high school, let's say La Consolacion. Consolacion College, example. And then years attended. Oh, how many years now? Because you have K to 12. So it should be senior high school pala. This is senior high. Two years, so 2020. Is that correct?
Yes po.
That's correct. Okay. And then let's say high school. Say you went to Our Lady of Grace. Sample. So that was 4 years. Say that. And then this is high school. Okay. Now, the same goes for the affiliations. You can also use a table for that so that it's better. Okay. So usually have the organization, position, years attended. So let's say this is the organization, position held, and years attended or years of membership. So let's say you're with the Fatima Computing and Multimedia Society, which is FCMS, the org of CCS. So let's say you were, example, vice president. Years of membership, let's say from 2021 to 2025. Then for the awards, if you became summa cum laude, not bad, no? Summa cum laude, you can put that there. Then I suggest you also put the year. So if there were many awards, you can use a table. Make it better. Okay, so award recognition. And then school, sample date. So Our Lady of Fatima University. And then the date, let's say it's July 21, 2025. Just an example. No? So I'm just supposing that's the resume. Now, of course, we can make the resume. So I won't make, just a minute, it's still at the bottom there. So let's say you also would like to add for this. If you notice, it's better to have the skills also in a table. So you can just get them and put them in a table as well, which is better compared to just having them there. Scattered all over your document. So this way, it makes it look presentable. Then there's no database, so I'll just put the database here. Let's say my SQL, and then the other one SQL Server. Okay. So the same goes for the job objective, if you like. No? So we can get this and just put there just one, and so on and so forth. Now, this can also be improved upon. You just have to change the text color if you like, and you can make it bold-faced, increase the font size. So it's very much up to you, and you can make this also better looking. And so on and so forth. So just change the color as you wish. So that there's parallelism, or what we call uniformity. And then the same goes for the picture. You can also insert the picture if you like. So let's just get the picture. Let's just look for a picture. Although this is, let me just get one. Let's check first if I could get a picture of a certain person who could fall for Juan de la Cruz. And take note, you're not required to put a picture all the time. But if ever you would like to insert a picture, it's fine as long as the picture is presentable. Okay? Something that you could use for, meaning it is going to be applicable for a job application. No? So I suggest you wear a collared shirt so that whenever you're going to apply for a job, then you won't have a hard time. Let me just share my screen. Okay. So I got a picture, this one. So now after I selected it, you can actually edit the picture if you like. So like I want it at the right, but this has to go to the left. Okay, something like that. Okay. And then now anyway, let's just make it for it to make it better, you can just do it next time. Now for the size, first let's check. I'm sorry, size today. Now for your view, your in the menus, you can actually find it here. You have the view, print layout, and then insert. There's the format, okay, and so on and so forth, right? So now I'm done doing of course, this can be better. I'm done doing the resume. But if ever you want to, let's say I want to share this to somebody now because I've already taught you how to create a Google Docs document. All you have to do is click share. And then I can choose a person whose email address will be, or that resume will be sent to. So let's say I want to send it to Joyce and okay. And then I can just put a message, hi, Joyce, for screening, for job screening, web developer applicant. Please interview. And then regards, let's say this is Anna Smith. And then you can see resumes there and then send. Okay. And there's also the option editor or commenter or viewer. If she cannot edit the document, should just be viewer. If you'd like the person to comment, then commenter. Okay, so in this case, commenter and then send. So that's how I share that to other people. Another option is I click share and then I can click copy link. So if I click copy link, and then let's say I have an email, I'd like to send it to different people too. Then I just paste it here. So Control V. And then this is resume. So resume of Juan de la Cruz. Then I just type the recipients. So for example, let's say this one. And then send. Okay. So that's how I just have to work on the Google Docs. If I'd like to save it, share it, and then other people will get to see that file just by using that. Okay. Now, there's another option. And so let me go back. So what if I'd like to, just a minute, let's go back to the Google Docs. Can you see the screen?
Yes
Hi.
po.
Yes po.
Okay, thank you. What if I'd like other people to edit this, meaning they can make it better? Okay, so all they have to do is they can click share again. Let's just wait for it. So it will depend also on the internet connection. Just a minute. I think it's still loading. Anyway, the other option I was talking about is you can actually make it editable. So like if you're thinking that the person who should receive it should be able to edit it, then you can actually choose editor instead of commenter or viewer. All right, so let's try that again. Okay. So a while ago, it was commenter, meaning the person will just comment. And then now I can actually click share and then choose editor. So if they want to change the name, the address, or anything else they'd like to do with this document, then that's when I just have to make the option for sharing to be editor. Likewise, guys, it will also depend on your Wi-Fi or internet connection. Let's just try it again. Sharing is unavailable at this time. Let me check again. Okay, here. So I was saying you can also click over here. So if you want it editable, so editor, and then instead of just viewer, so you just get the link again, copy link, and then again, share it to the people whom you'd like to send it to. So like this one. Okay. So I just press Control V. There you go. There's the link. And then let's say I'll send it to somebody else. So like to him. And then I can put there, please edit the resume. Something like that. And then send. Okay. So what I was driving at is that you can actually come up with a resume that is shared to different people, and those people whom you shared it to can actually either view it, comment on it, or even edit it. So this has been the topic for today in Google Docs. It's basically about, first, again, creating the resume using the formatting tools. And then aside from that, this time you learned about how to create the table. And aside from this, you also learned how to share the file by using either the viewer, commenter, or the editor option. So that's the lesson for today in Google Docs.